Hey everybody, I'm back in my own home. Um, just great to be home. Great to sleep in my own bed again. Just great to wake up to my pups and my dear Piper. So I want to now dig into one important thing. First of all, I had been having this ongoing MS flare up since December. It just got really bad in March, March 1st, actually, because of the med delay. So, anyway, you know, I've heard a lot of people say that I'm just so inspirational, and but I am also very stubborn at the same time. I don't want people to feel sorry for me. That is the last thing that I want. So don't feel sorry, because you know what? It's been 20 years and I just hit, last summer, I hit the secondary primary MS. Really wish I could have just kept staying on relapse remit, because that was so much better, just bouncing right back to. But, you know, this is only my second MS flare up that has kept me in the hospital the longest. It was a rough journey. I did not like, by no means, being held up in that hospital. If I had to have it my way, I would have continued to stay firm with the nurses or my neurologist team and say, listen, just give me the first dose via IV, send me home where I can be in the comfort of my own home. And anyhow, so I did just that. Right? Okay, so I didn't actually get a choice. The neurology team came back and told me that I was going to be admitted for 5 days. And I was like, this is bullshit. This is some bullshit. This is bullshit. So anyway, they said, well, maybe you don't have to stay the full 5, but we are admitting you for 5 days. So night 1 was very strenuous. I had a lot of pain. The prednisone was just kicking in. After my first dose, I could not sleep. It was just miserable. It was hot, everything. So anyway, night 2, my second infusion with 1,000 milligram of prednisone being pumped into my body. Now I'm cold. I'm feeling a lot better. I can't sleep. I didn't go to bed until like 3 in the morning, roughly. And I was up by 8:30, because, you know, the hospital has you doing all that stuff. So anyway, it was very noisy. Guys coughing, sounding like their last breath of coughs. So there was a lot going on. So I probably got 3 hours of sleep on that night. Now that I'm home, I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and, take a nice hot shower, get relaxed, and I'm hoping for this great night. Yeah, okay. I didn't go to bed until 5 o'clock this morning. And I woke up ready to go. I'm like, I know why I'm not sleeping. I'm on 1,000 milligrams of prednisone for 5 days. But anyway, just to show you, like, let's see if I can do this. See, this is where I was at, I would say, a year and a half ago. Definitely, I would say the end of 2023. That's when I really couldn't do that. But I can now. And my left leg was also a big factor. I don't have issues in my left leg. There's no numbness, no tingling, no restless legs syndromes, no spasms. I couldn't even raise my left leg the other day. I couldn't. Now I got full range of motion again. Yes. And so I'm back to baseline with my left. My right one actually is now 100% plus some. Because I am able to move it a lot better now, and I don't have the feeling of numbness anymore, tinglingness, soreness, whatever it may be. I don't have that anymore. So that's a plus. So what is keeping me motivated? What is keeping me so positive and grateful every day I wake up? What is it for you? I know for me, just being here, being alive, and waking up, being able to wake up every morning and be able to push myself to the gym if I need to. So that's my motivation. That is my persistence. That is my stubbornness. But, okay, so if I back up the story from August of 2004, of when I was diagnosed, I stayed in relapse remit for 20 years. I had one flare-up, which put me in a hospital for about a day. One big flare-up that put me in a hospital for a day. That was a wake-up call to me. That was 2008, 2009, I want to say. Now fast forwarding to 2025. After the rude interruption of life in 2020. I'm not using the C word or the P word. I'm just saying strictly the life-changing events that occurred in 2020 started to change my mindset. Now I can't go anywhere because my autoimmune system, people are being very gracious and giving me food for me and my daughter during this time. The community is coming together. The VA is coming together to give people, their veterans, things they need. So I was really gung-ho from 2012 to 2019. Well, actually March of 2020. I was gung-ho going to the YMCA every morning. I would teach Aquafit. I would teach Silver Sneaker. And I also did some deep water exercises with, the members. So anyway, and then afterwards, I always swam. I got to the point where I was actually swimming 1 mile to 1.5 miles a day. So this was me, all during between 2012 and 2020, the beginning of 2020. When the events occurred, obviously it put a halt to everything. It was hard to manage a lot. That's when I started to decrease. I was able to reopen my business in the family entertainment industry after 13 months. But little did I know, in another 15 months, that the mall would be giving me the boot, because they had seen how successful I had been at that store for 12 and a half years. And they thought they could steal my thunder. So they purchased their own bounce houses, put them down near their aquarium and their local, like, game, little mini Dave and Buster's, let's say. That day, they got their shipment. I got my eviction notice. That is now December 2023. No, December 2022, sorry. December 2022. Because then I spent 11 months trying to find a new job, and my husband's hounding me. Everybody's, I'm not getting any hits. I'm getting a lot of interest, but no real hits. I can't really get back to the gym because this whole thing. So anyhow, so I, took on a state job, and it was not for me because I don't belong working in a cubicle. I belong talking to my fellow veterans and just socializing. That's me. That's who I am. I love socializing. I love helping people. So anyway, now fast forwarding to January 2024, when the state and I agreed that it was not a match for me. And my doctor also said it wasn't a good match because of all the stress it was adding, and I couldn't get to the gym. So anyway, July 2024, he took me out of work. I felt, once I got my SSDI, Social Security Disability, like, I just felt the weight lifting off my shoulders. I knew this was the turning point. I knew that, or I knew my purpose at this point. I knew I was meant to be home helping veterans transition from military to civilian life, finding their purpose in life, and making a dream come true. So that's what I did. Okay, so now we're in the beginning of 2025, New Year's. No resolutions, goals. Small goals is what you need. And thank you guys for the gifts, and thank you for all the compliments and everything. I love you guys. So my first goal for January was to make myself comfortable with going back to the water 4 days a week. And I had to be comfortable with that by March 1st. Because then I was working on my second goal of actually being on time. Because once you retire, every day is a Saturday. There is no time. There's just, you got your own little pace. Like, I definitely noticed I slowed down a lot. And I don't care. I don't care. You want to, drive and, just, I don't know, road rage and, and all this stuff. I don't need it. Like, you go around and you get the speeding ticket because you know what? They are cracking down in upstate New York here with the speeds. You got speed cameras everywhere. Matter of fact, I got a speeding, I'm not a speeding ticket. I got a ticket for going 40 in a 20-mile-an-hour school zone. I knew there were colleges. I didn't know it was like a high school there. So, yeah, I got my first ticket, and that will be my last because I am not playing with New York State here. No, no, ma'am. Not at all. So, anyway, then it comes up with all these issues with, back on track, getting all these issues with the MS and not being on the medication because I noticed one thing. And I will be writing my letters to the senators and congressmen. You cannot fire 80,000 employees with the VA. You can't. And I started to feel the effects of it this year. It was harder to get a hold of my nurses. It was harder to get a hold of my doctors. I was off my MS med longer than I had thought, which put me in this really bad situation. So now that they got me all this, they got me back to my baseline. They got me back, 110% plus. Now it's my turn. Starting Tuesday, gym, or the YMCA water. Wednesday morning, YMC water. Thursday, YMC water. And Friday, YMC water. Yep. April is back, and April is going to charge forward and not put up a stink from anybody. Because I told my doctor last year when he pulled me out of work and he changed my status to secondary primary, I said, Doc, I got the first 20 and I'm ahead of the game by 5-10 years for a lot of MS patients. And just give me another 20. I don't care if I have to use a walker. I don't care if I have to adapt and overcome and give myself, moderations and accommodations and, modify things for me. That's what it's all about. You have to know it is you that controls the MS. And for those who do not have MS, this is MS Awareness Month. So my job, I feel, is to educate you as individuals. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey there.
How are you?
Good. I'm here at Mall of America. I'm sorry if you're noisy.
Oh, no, that's awesome. You're at Mall of America. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. So I was just saying
That's
how,
my boyfriend over there.
oh, that's awesome. What is he playing? Miniature golf or something?
No,
Oh,
we're just
oh, it's like a product adventure kind of thing. That is so cool.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not like able to hear you.
No, you're fine. You're good.
But nice to
Just
meet you.
you too, ma'am. Take care. I hope you enjoy everything. So, as I will,
Yep.
yep, I'm just gonna finish up here. Just want to let everybody know that it's all about determination, motivation, and a little bit of stubbornness maybe. But with the right tools, we can
Correct.
get away with it. Okay, I hope you have fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. So that was pretty cool. So anyway, so yes. So I am back on track. And when I go to the YMCA every morning, it's all about me. I go to the Y in the pool area every day at the same time because it's the same individuals there. And you really get to know the members and be a part of the community. And it's just so great. You can sit there and exercise and still be able to socialize. So, yeah, some days I'm there 4 hours, some days 3, but I always make it a point to go. So, anyway, I'm going to leave it on that note. Let me know if anybody has any questions or anything. Again, I am a dream builder, transitional veteran coach. I help veterans transition from military to civilian life, and I cannot overemphasize enough how important it is to enroll in the VA regardless of your condition as you get out, because you never know what may happen. So you can reach me on WhatsApp 518-701-3999, or you can go to my page. My funnel page is stressfreeveteran.com. Schedule an appointment with me, and I look forward to talking with you all and doing my best to help you out. Have a great weekend.